is the S phase. Now the S phase is the second phase. It follows the G1 phase. S stands for synthesis. Now as the name indicates, what will happen that now the DNA will be synthesized. The second important phenomena which will happen is that chromosome number will be doubled. The chromosome number is doubled. When the chromosome number will be doubled, it will start, as soon as the chromosome number doubles, it will start the G2 phase. Now this is the gap 2 phase, which is actually the pre-mitotic phase. So this actually prepares the cell for division. The energy, for example, what are the preparations for the cell division? The first one is the energy storage. The cell, obviously it will need energy for each and every step of the cell division. So first step is the energy storage. Because energy is required in the chromosome movements, also some specific proteins, the RNA, the microtubule subunits, they are all gathered in this G2 phase. The microtubules are basically the small fine tubules that are required for the spindle fibers. The cells then proceed after the G2 phase, they proceed to the next phase, which is the period of cell division. So at each stage there are specific checkpoints which will determine the fate of the new phase according to the cell's internal makeup. At every point there are checkpoints. After G2 phase, the cell division will start, and at every stage there are checkpoints that will determine the fate of the cell depending upon the internal atmosphere of the cell. The length of each phase is variable, and in case of human cell, average cell cycle is about 24 hours. The human cell cycle is completed in 24 hours at an average. Mitosis takes about 30 minutes. The G1 phase takes 9 hours. S phase takes 10 hours almost. G2 phase takes 4.5 hours. So in this way, the whole 24 hours are completed. The whole cell division is completed in 24 hours. Whereas this whole same process, when it comes to yeast, this whole process is completed in 90 minutes. This is all about the interphase. In the next video, we will talk about the mitosis and its different phases. Today we discussed about the interphase, which is the period of non-apparent growth, and the cell and it is the period between two consecutive cell divisions, further divided into G1, S and G2 phases. G stands for the gap. In the G1 phase, the cell grows in size and specific enzymes like helicase, polymerase, topoisomerase, they are synthesized, and DNA subunits are gathered. In the synthesis or S phase, the DNA is synthesized, the chromosome number is doubled. As soon as the chromosome number is doubled, it enters into the G2 phase, which is the pre-mitotic phase. It will prepare the cell for division. The energy storage will take place, and the proteins and RNA and the microtubules are gathered. Then the cell enters into the cell division, and during the whole process there are checkpoints which will determine the fate of the cell. In human, the whole process of cell division is completed in 24 hours. So that's all about today. I hope it is clear to all of you. Thank you so much for your time. Allah Hafiz.